Hello again. In this video I'm going to start applying tone to my pencil drawing which I completed, so applying tone to my outline. So hopefully you've watched the previous videos where we learnt how to create an outline and we learnt how to create a tonal or a value scale like this. Okay, so we need to remember these three rules as we start our drawing today. So no stripes. You can see from here, if you change the tone too quickly, you'll get stripes. No smudging, so no rubbing it with your finger, which lots of people seem to do. And no scribbling, so you shouldn't see any kind of pencil lines when you're completing your tonal scale or your tonal drawing today. Remember that you need to hold your pencil normally, and remember to grip harder when you're applying darker tones, okay? So we need to remember that today. So here's the outline that I completed of Mr. Hurst. So I've now rubbed out most of the cross. I might need to rub back into that a little bit. But today I'm going to start applying tone to my drawing. Now I'm going to start by adding the darkest tones first. So I'm going to have a look at my picture, my photograph, and I'm going to look for the areas that are actually black. I'm going to start by applying very dark tone to the black areas. So I'm going to start that now. Okay, so I've just applied black tone, so the darkest tone, the shadow, to this top quarter. So in this video I'm just going to kind of focus on this top quarter, just to show you how to get started with this. So now I've done the dark tone, I'm literally going to kind of move on to the next tone across. So I've kind of added this tone around here. So I'm going to start to have a look at the areas that are dark, but not quite as black as the shadow or the shade. So I'm going to look at my picture and try and identify these areas now. Now I need to be a little bit more careful because this is where you can start to see scribbles as you're adding shade, because obviously it's a little bit lighter, and we need to make sure that the transition isn't too big because we don't want any stripes either. So let's have a little look. This is kind of very dark. There's a dark shadow being cast here, and it's not quite as black as the glasses. You can see the difference. You've also kind of got the eyebrow, which is kind of quite dark, and then bits of the hair up here. So that's the area I'm going to concentrate on now. Okay, so as you can see, I've now added the next shade along. There's quite a lot of dark tone around the eye. Most of this is kind of dark tone really. And around the top, as we get towards the top of the hair, and right at the top of the hair, we've got quite a lot of dark tone. So the final stage now to the kind of pencil drawing, the tonal application, is to look at all the rest of the shades. Now, a lot of people kind of will get to this stage and think that there's no other tone involved, that all this is actually just white, but if you look, none of that is really white. I mean, it's lighter here towards the middle of the forehead, but there is still plenty of tone on this head over here, really kind of light shades. And this bit of hair, we have got texture, so obviously texture is a different thing from tone as well, so we do need to be adding little bits of detail as we complete this drawing. But I always start with the tone first, kind of get all the tones on before adding these extra bits of detail, such as the direction of the hair afterwards, and things such as eyelashes or detail in the eye. I just try to get the tone down initially before moving on to adding detail and texture. So I'll just complete this drawing now. I'll add the lighter tones. Okay, I've applied tone to most of the face now. Obviously, if you were doing this, you'd be making sure that you are connecting the tone in each of the quarters. So I've only done one quarter for the purpose of this video, but you'd be kind of looking at it now and making sure that your quarters join up nicely. We don't want to be able to see where those quarters are anymore. That would just help us draw the outline. But in the last part of this video, I'm just going to start adding some texture to the tone now. So I've kind of shaded the hair, and I've been thinking about the direction that I'm shading when I'm doing the hair, but now I'm actually going to add the individual hairs to do this. Okay, and this draws the video to a close, so good luck with your drawing.